Just a couple of years ago, the color of your debit or credit card really mattered. Imagine pulling out your black American Express in a bar or restaurant. That was like the ultimate expression of you made it in life. Well, these days with the world going more and more digital, people are using the Apple Pay and Google Pay more and more. So you don't actually see the color of your card anymore. But then bank and card companies tried to counter that and introduced metal cards. Every big bank or card company had some kind of flagship metal card out there. And Revolut is no different. And in this video, I'm going to run you through Revolut Metal, what it offers, and give you my own opinion if it's worth paying for it. With this, let's get started. Right, popping over to the Revolut website, you can see they have 4 plans. The standard, which is the free one, plus slightly more expensive premium, and then metal, which is their top tier plan. And that's what we're going to look at. Now, obviously the pricing depends on the country where you're in, but as most of my viewers, especially for Revolut content, are from the UK, I'm going to use the UK version, which prices in pound. But when you go to revolut.com, you will see the pricing in your own native currency. So you can see over here, it's £13 a month, and basically you get a lot of rewards for it. They're obviously advertising right now the annual interest, which hasn't been there for many years in the past when the Euribor and the overall interest rates across the world were pretty much zero. But now with the recent increase, actually it's good to see interest rates coming back to saving accounts. So that's really nice. And obviously Revolut Metal offers the highest interest rates across any plan. They're also giving you 10 commission-free stock trades every month. So that should probably be enough unless you're a frequent trader, in which case I don't think you will be using Revolut. But for most people, 10 free trades, I think it's more than plenty, especially given the markets we're in currently. Of course, you can also invest in commodities and crypto, all at lower fees than you would have with some of the other plans. And naturally, as the name implies, the USP of the card is actually the metal card. When you hold it in your hand, it really is heavy and really feels solid. And one of the big points they're advertising is the 1% cashback in any currency, which if you live in Europe, there aren't really many cards that offer you cashback, but there's a little catch to it, and I'm going to run you through that in a second. Plus, of course, the transferring of money fast internationally for free. So that's an amazing benefit of Revolut overall. But then again, there are even more perks with metal. Right, so let's have a deep dive and compare all the different benefits of all 4 different plans. As you can see over here, the pricing is pretty clear. The standard one is free, plus one at $2.99, premium $6.99, and metal, the most expensive, at $12.99 per month. And I believe for most of them, it's a 12-month contract. You can't just sign up for 1 month and then leave again. So yeah, that's something also to keep in mind. Right, so let's go chronologically and see all the features that metal offers and if it's worth it compared to the other plans. Starting with ATM withdrawals and the limits. Here, obviously, you have the highest limit with £800 per month. But for me personally, I don't remember the last time I went to an ATM. So actually, for me, that's not really relevant and not something worth paying for. Having a personalized card is another feature where you can basically engrave a certain logo or your name into the card, which can be a nice feature if, once again, you like to have your physical card and flash it around. But as for myself, I prefer going cardless and pay with Apple Pay, so I don't have to carry any cards with me. The exclusive Revolut Metal card is obviously only exclusive to the Metal plan, and then the cashback on card payments. So as you can see, for none of the plans it's applicable, only for the metal one. But as I said, I'll show you in the terms and conditions, there is a catch to it. Discounted international transfers, which obviously the higher you go the plan, there is a higher discount. But honestly speaking, even on the free plan, I mean, the fees you pay is really small. If let's say you incur a £2 transfer fee, then 40% equates to 80 pence, right? So it might not be really relevant unless you really have a lot of transfers every single month. Then there's Revolut Under 18, which used to be called Revolut Junior. And that's basically an account for your kids, right? Where you can send them money, you can track their spending, etc. So that's really a nice tool if you have kids. And for the free plan, you can only have 1 account, and then you have to upgrade if you have 2 kids to either plus or premium. And if you have more than 2 kids, then you would need metal, and actually you deserve metal. I mean, who has more than 2 kids these days? But well done if you have. To access all the features, you need to upgrade to one of the pay plans to have all the under 18 features. Free card delivery only applies to the pay plans, and then obviously free express for premium and metal. 24/7 priority support for all the paid plans, but even on the free plan, I always had access to somebody quite quickly. And here is quite an important point that differentiates the card quite a bit, that hasn't been there for a while, but now that the interest rates increase, that's actually becoming much more attractive. So on the free plan, you have obviously the lowest return on your money, and the higher you go, you can see how the interest increase all the way to metal to almost 2% annual equivalent rate. That's actually quite good just by having your money stored in the account. Most likely your bank account isn't matching that rate. Now that's on pound. If you want to have a different currency, for example USD, it is a little bit lower, but still 1.15. Obviously, if you create your account in a different currency, your native currency would also be higher. In this case, potentially USD might be higher and UK pounds would be lower. So usually the base currency where you're storing your money in would have a higher interest rate. Then in terms of investments, in terms of crypto exchange fees, obviously they get lower the higher your tier level is. But overall, I really wouldn't recommend using Revolut to buy cryptocurrency. definitely use Nexo. Much better app, lower fees, and overall much better user experience. You can get cash back, so much better for cryptocurrency. But in case you really wanted to, you could buy your crypto through them, and obviously with Metal get more bang for your buck. Now they did actually recently introduce crypto withdrawals, which is great. Before you couldn't withdraw your cryptocurrency, now you can, so that's a nice feature that they have added. But still, overall they're much better platforms and dedicated crypto exchanges that I would really recommend over Revolut. And the same with the commodity exchange fee in case you want to buy commodities through Revolut. They also get lower the higher your tier level goes. Travel and saving protections is applicable to all of them, which is great. And here's another important point where I think Metal really differentiates itself is the currency exchange in 30 different currencies, and that's Monday to Friday, which basically has a limit for the first two plans, as you can see over here. The premium and Metal one has unlimited. If you travel a lot or transact in different currencies, that might really be something for you to consider, because otherwise you would be incurring foreign exchange conversion fee, and that can really add up over time. So if you travel a lot, then definitely that could be something to consider. Now on the weekend, all of those plans will have a slight markup, but during the week, Monday to Friday, Metal and premium might actually be worth it for you. Then there's cashback on stays. If you use Revolut to make a booking, you can actually get cashback immediately on your booking. So on the free plan, it starts with 3%, and with Metal, it goes all the way to 10%. So imagine you make a booking worth £1,000, you're gonna get £100 back as cashback. Though I have to say that usually I end up booking on booking.com since I'm a Genius Level 3 member, and not all the hotels are actually part of Revolut stays. So I sometimes still find better deals on booking.com, and yeah, I'm not really using that much myself. Overseas medical insurance also only applicable for premium and Metal users. Car access high is only applicable to Metal users, and that really looks exciting because every time when you go abroad, you rent a car, you've probably seen quite a bit of amount that you pay for the insurance in order to minimize your excess liability. Delayed baggage and flight insurance is only applicable to premium and Metal. So once again, if you travel a lot, definitely Metal and premium are much more interesting to you than some of the cheaper or free plans. Winter sports cover, same for premium and Metal. And another great thing, free lounge access with smart delay. So if your plane is delayed by more than 3 hours, Revolut will automatically issue lounge access to airport lounges around the world that you can enter for free. And as a premium user, you can bring one friend. If you're a Metal user, you can bring up to 3 friends. That's 4 of you going in the lounge for free, which normally would cost around £30. So that can be worth £120. So that's quite a nice benefit. Once again, if you travel a lot, that becomes relevant. If not, that's not really something you might be using a lot. And even if your flight is not delayed, you can still get discounted airport lounge access. So it's not free, but at a slightly reduced price. And then there are a few more protections, such as theft and accident protection, which the free plan doesn't have. All others do include. Ticket and event coverage, once again only the paid plans include. Refund protection, only paid plan, not for the free plan. And safer online shopping, which basically generates a one-time debit card for you to use, which deletes itself once you used it and creates automatically a new one for you. So that's applicable for all plans. Now with regards to the cashback, within Europe you're gonna get 0.1%, which isn't really attractive. But if you go outside of Europe, you're gonna get 1% cashback on every applicable transaction. Now that sounds pretty good, right? However, there's a catch to it, and that's hidden in the terms and conditions, and you can see it here. The maximum Metal cashback that you can receive in a monthly billing is $12.99, which is exactly the price you pay monthly for having a Metal card in the first place. So at the very best, you can recoup the monthly expenses for your card, but you can't actually benefit more from it, which honestly for me is really a limitation, because I know a lot of people who really make big purchases with their card in order to get the cashback. They might pay company expenses or run a lot of ads online and use their own card to get cashback on it. So 1% on a big budget can really start adding up. But if it's kept at £13, for me, that really defeats the purpose. So do I think Metal is worth it? Well, I guess actions speak louder than words. I have been a premium user for many years and I really loved it. However, recently I started using more Wise, Curvecard and Nexo, as well as Revolut, so I didn't really see the need anymore to be a premium user and downgraded to the free plan. And honestly, I've been super happy with that so far. If I would upgrade, I would probably go back to premium again. While I do appreciate some of the benefits Metal offers, I don't think it's worth the price tag, especially with some of the limitations. Most importantly for me is the cashback limitations. If the 1% would be on any spending anywhere in the world without any limit, I would definitely strongly consider going for Metal. But with that cap in place, honestly, it makes it so much less attractive. Plus, as I said, I don't actually like to carry a physical card. Plus the Metal card is really quite heavy, so having this in my pocket would really be quite uncomfortable. So I prefer having it digitally on my phone. But I totally get the appeal. If you enjoy having a physical card and really it means a lot to you, you like to use it, you go to the ATM a lot, you travel a lot, transact in different currencies, then honestly Metal actually offers a lot of benefits. Especially now with the higher saving rates of almost 2%, it definitely gotten more attractive over the years. And I hope to continue to add more features and functionalities to Metal. One thing, for example, that would immediately convert me to a Metal user, if instead of giving discounted airport lounge access, they would give free airport lounge access around the world, like I get with my Crypto.com card. I would be even willing to pay more, like £15 a month, no problem. But right now the benefits are still rather limited and not really justifying the price. So let me know in the comments which plan you are on, and maybe some more suggestions of how Revolut Metal can be even more attractive in the future. And if we get a few good points, I might pass them on to Revolut, and who knows, maybe one day they might incorporate some of them. And if you haven't signed up to Revolut yet, then please use the link in my description below. It really helps out the channel a lot. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!